Mario game.
Well, let's start looking. You got baseball, Star Tropics, Dr. Mario. You want to play track Dr.
There's
Mario?
all kinds of
No,
them.
I'm thinking of a different Mario game.
There's a lot of good games on Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of games on Nintendo. Daddy, let's start looking back here.
Those aren't going to be for your Nintendo, though.
Yeah, let me see if I can think of anything else here. There is one, but I kind of got to point it. This is like brand new, never been opened type of thing. So it's like that one's still like $40, but it's a puzzle game. So I don't know if it would be something.
I'm not looking for a puzzle game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like Tetris.
Well, I'm not good at puzzles, so I've never seen a puzzle game.
Oh my God, Excite Bike.
Excite Bike's awesome.
We're buying that one. You'll like Excite Bike, Sam.
Well, I really like Yoshi games are pretty fun.
Yeah, there aren't that many.
Let's see what else. Yeah, there's just not many Yoshi games.
What is
I got the new Yoshi. I'm in here.
Gyromite was a weird game. You played it with that Rob the robot. So without that, you can play it, but it's nowhere near as fun.
Okay.
You remember the little robot that he would pick up these little gyroscopes and he would put them on pads, and that's how you made the game, and it would open passageways for the guy to go. It's kind of like
I remember that thing.
Yeah.
The Mario I always wanted.
What?
Okay, I saw it too. So I'm free.
Yeah, this is like a whole different system.
That's the 3DS.
So that one is Super Mario Maker. You get to make your own level. That one's Super Mario.
Oh, he has Wii too, I guess.
That one is.
Wii, there's a ton of games up front.
Let's go look for a Wii game, Sam.
I'll show you up here. All the Wii games are all the way up front here. Alright. Most of them are over here, the white ones from here down. All these are under $5.
Okay.
So there's a lot of good ones in here too. So there might be a Yoshi. Oh, that's not
Oh, I always wanted that Mario game.
New Super Mario. Well, they have a similar one for.
I have that one. Well, I really want that one.
Yeah.
I want that Mario game.
Yeah, that one's the Wii U. That's the Wii U. It's a different system.
It's a different system.
Yeah, it's a newer Wii. Didn't do so hot, but that's why they're on the Switch already. The Switch is doing great, but the
Is
Wii,
it? He does want to switch.
The Wii,
I think we're gonna make him out for like Christmas.
Oh, that's something to ask Santa Claus for or something. They're pretty awesome.
Wanted that game.
And most of these games are starting to come on the Switch.
Okay.
The Switch will probably have more games than the Wii U.
Maker on the Wii U?
It is on the Wii U as well. So I want that to come out on
Why
the Switch.
see Super Mario Maker on Nintendo Switch too?
I hope they bring it out on the Switch.
Here, come look at these ones, buddy. If you like any of these. That'll be these white ones here.
All right, I'm back. Yeah, Captain Toad. That's the name of the game.
Which
Captain
one's
Toad.
that for?
It's for Switch, and it did come out on Wii U as well. But
Okay.
those are cool. Those are really good ones. Excite Bike is one of my favorites, and golf. I remember playing my dad in golf constantly.
Yeah. The Excite Bike. Overheating and getting pissed
Are
off.
those the Mario games or Yoshi games?
No, we couldn't find any. But I think you'll like Excite Bike.
Yeah, but I don't want that one.
Well, I do.
Well, I want something better, like Mario.
There's no Mario games for you, bud.
Why do you like Mario so much?
I know. You haven't even played your Wii all summer. Or your Nintendo.
Just get a Mario
Sorry, it
game.
just takes a second to look these up.
No problem.
Nothing to scan on these old
Yeah,
games.
it's really
Total's $15.92.
fun.
One credit? Let me hit credit real fast. 1 second.
Daddy, can we just get a Mario game? Because I don't
Go ahead and
like...
throw it in the end there.
No, there's no Mario games to
But
get.
those are the only video games I like.
And yeah, you just gotta press F1 to verify it and then wait till it beeps.
Cool. Your birthday's coming. We'll get you a Switch if you're good.
Well, they have some Mario stuff here. Why I really want the Mario.
You got a birthday coming up? That'll be cool. You get all that stuff.
October, huh? You got one coming soon.
Here.
Yeah, but can we just get some Mario
Here,
stuff?
you can have this and you can be all ready for your Switch when you get one. There's a Nintendo Switch lanyard. You can put your car keys on that for when you drive.
Oh, Daddy,
That'll probably sneak up quick.
the last time I came,
I got one that's about to drive in about a month.
Yeah.
It does
the
come
last
quick.
time I came here, Daddy, I
That's a little nerve-wracking, too.
Yeah. Luckily, she drives like a grandma, so
That's good.
I feel pretty good about it.
Here, Yoshi's in there. I really want.
All right, grab you.
I'm gonna pick.
Sorry, bring you.
Oh, don't be sorry for buying more things. He likes Yoshi. That's cool.
He goes through phases. So
After
it's like
Blue
Nintendo
Yoshi.
and Yoshi stuff, or dinosaurs, or Godzilla. It's a constant rotation.
I got more of these on the way, but
How much is a Nintendo Switch?
they're $2.99. Used about $2.59. But let me hit credit here real fast and go ahead and throw it in. It's probably gonna ask me since you just used it for the last 4, so 6199. You gotta hit F1 to verify it. Yep.
6199.
I just want to verify it's a real card and I'm not just randomly.
Running numbers.
Yeah. One more signature from you. That one's yours. Thanks a lot. Have fun.
Thanks, man. Have a good night.
You too.
Hey, good bud. Oh, thank you.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, Dr. Mario's good too. He bought Excite Bike and Golf for Nintendo, and then he just bought a Yoshi plush for the kid. And I gave him a Switch lanyard because I'm a nice guy. Ugh. What's everybody been playing? You need to change that picture. That picture is ugly. It's terrible. So what's everybody been playing lately? I've had a busy day. I'm waiting to see if somebody comes in here. I'm waiting to see if a certain person that usually watches comes in here. It's a guy, but he's gonna freak out and it'll be funny. Anybody like? I streamed that the other night. That's Turtles Reshelled. It's basically a remake of the old Turtles in Time arcade game. You're playing NFL 2K5 now? On what? It's too quiet in here. PlayStation? It's okay on PlayStation. It looks a lot better on Xbox.
I don't know. It could. It might. I don't remember. It's been so long since I played it.
But it's not bad on PlayStation. I just prefer the Xbox on the game. The PlayStation one, though, is people have figured out a way to run a PlayStation emulator, and you can run that on a PC, and it looks really good on the PC. If you run the emulator. That's the thing I'm gonna do next. Is I'm gonna run that PlayStation 2 emulator and get it running real nice and clean up the graphics on the PlayStation 2 version. I'll have to figure out how to do that next.
Yeah, it's a little different to play because of the angle. You can attack.
Oh. So is anybody going to talk to me besides CC Games fan or just CC Games fan? What's up? Welcome to the stream. Whoever just joined, a couple people just joined. I have, let's see, what do I got? I got 20 minutes to close. 20 minutes. Just killing the rest of the day here. I had a bunch of good retro games trade-ins, a bunch of boxed NES games today. That was pretty nice. It's Saturday night. I've actually been pretty busy today, but it always dies down around this time. I don't know if everybody's drinking, but Saturday night, yeah, not a lot going on. I usually don't get a lot of people in the streams here too on Saturday night. Later, like when I go home, I'll stream tonight. When I stream a game later tonight, I'll get a bunch of people. Last night was probably my biggest game stream I've ever had, like where I was streaming a game. In store here, I've had over 100 people in the channel. I don't know, man. I can't stand Madden right now. It pisses me off. It's not very good, CC Games fan. I know you keep asking me what's wrong with it, but I've explained it like many times on my streams. It's not very good. You get sucked into animations. The physics are all broken on it. The overall rating of the team affects how smart or dumb guys are. Whereas NFL 2K, the individual rating is more important. So, like, individual matchups are the way it should be. Like, if you have a really good player, he's going to be a really good player whether he's on a bad team or a good team. If you have a really good player and he's on a bad team in Madden, he's going to be stupid. And that's how they make teams better or worse in Madden. It's based on the overall rating. And I can't stand it. For example, like last year, I'm a Browns fan. I know they suck. Everybody will tell me not to be the Browns. But stuff like this shouldn't happen. Like Joe Thomas, he'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer, one of the best left tackles ever. Because he plays for the Browns in Madden, he just won't block like 5 or 6 plays a game. And even when he does block, he doesn't block very good because he's on the Browns. And that's what drives me nuts. Your players, if you use a bad team, they'll just play stupid. And it wouldn't be like that in real life. That and the physics are stupid. The physics are all messed up in Madden. guys really don't seem to have much weight to them. Like, momentum isn't as big of a deal in Madden. You'll have little guys trucking big guys, and little guys like doing hit sticks and knocking, you know, huge guys backwards, which is kind of stupid. It just 2K5, it's 14 years old and it feels more realistic. It shouldn't even be close. I mean, Madden should be so far like above it. It's kind of sad. And I just have more fun playing NFL 2K5 with updated rosters than playing Madden 19. Spider-Man. Spider-Man comes out September 7th. That's going to be the next big game. What game are you looking forward to? And there's nobody coming in this stream today. Cheat. Well, you have a few years. Red Dead 2 is what I'm looking forward to. You should just play Red Dead because GTA 6 will not be out for a few years. Just saw the tweet, yeah. Well, GTA 5's been out for what, like 6-7 years? I could see why you're tired of it. That's why you should get Red Dead. What's up, Krell, by the way? Hello. Oh, I didn't do the screen flip. You're right, my bad. Thanks for telling me. Totally forgot. Later, CC Games fan. For what system? Irate. What are you talking about? What is Irate? I don't know what you're talking about, Krell. Irata? IRATA. Atari? Atari, you giving me the that one there is 150. That one there's 100 in the box. They're a lot cheaper out of the box. That it has everything pictured there and the serial number on the box. There's two boxes. There's a box. There's the main box. There's a box on the inside. They both have serial numbers. The system on the inside matches. That is the original box that it came in. That one also matches serial numbers and it has all that stuff. But it's the black one with only 4 switches. This is the one with the 6 switch. I've never had anybody spell Atari backwards to me. I was like, what are you talking about? Because it was, the screen was flipped. I gotcha. So what are you up to, Crow? You know what's funny, Krell, is my game streams now are becoming a lot more popular. I'm getting a lot of people in my game streams, and my store streams are becoming less popular. Like, you know, I know it's Saturday night, and Saturday nights always suck. But I mean, I only got 5 people in here right now. There were times when I'd have like over 100 people chatting in here, and last night my game stream had over almost 50 at one time. It was crazy. And I was streaming old NFL 2K5. It's weird how it flipped. I used to have nobody watch me play games. Now I have more people watch me play games. So Yeah, Saturday nights always suck. Well, also used to when I started streaming the store, we used to show up on live from PlayStation. Hey, I got a sub last night. We used to show up on live from PlayStation, and now it doesn't show up anymore on live from PlayStation. And I tried to stream straight from my phone, but it was being real choppy, so I had to stop it. I was hoping I would get one person in my stream. Carl, I know that feeling when you can't afford stuff. So I know that feeling. Trust me. The last 2 years, like at my house, has been terrible. Got any He-Man games? I can't think of any NHS. I've had like some shitty luck with my house in the last 2 years. I had like everything break in my house, like my heating and air conditioning unit, my car, my septic tank. Oh, Demon's Crest, SNES. I do not. Let me check my other store. Is that supposed to be Skeletor's Laugh? Demon's Crest is awesome, though. I forgot. I'm sorry, Crow. You asked me about that the other day. I kind of forgot. I apologize. Hey, you guys don't happen to have Demon's Crest on Super Nintendo, do you? Demon's Crest? Yeah, it would definitely. I know. Alright. Everybody. Krell, I do not, but you could always just mod one of those SNESs, the SNES Classics, and put it on there. Yeah, I don't have the cartridge. They don't have it either. Awesome game, though. Well, I was just telling you, hack one of the Super Nintendo minis, and then you can at least feel like you're playing it on real hardware, which you technically are, even though it's, you know, an emulator. You're at least playing it on a Nintendo hardware. Complete box is... See, I would think it would be more than 100 complete box. I know the game is up there in price. That game's going to go up even more down the road. Just get a repro of it. You know, it's funny. I had a really rare Genesis game, Musha. It's worth like hundreds of dollars, and I got to the point where I didn't want to play it anymore because I was worried I would like hurt it or something would happen to it. So I got a repro of it just so I'd play the repro because it's one of my favorite games. It's rare, Krell. That Demon's Crest game is rare. And it's good. Rare and good are good combinations on why stuff goes up in price. You never heard of it, that means it's rare. A lot of times. Earthbound's rare too. Yeah, it's a great game, Demon's Crest. Some games are when they're rare and they're really good, They really go up in price. Some games are just super rare and they might suck, but that collectors want them, so that's why those go up in price. Some games are just high demand, like a lot of people say, like with some of the Mario games are rare, but they're really not. There's millions and millions of them. It's just they're in high demand, so the demand keeps the price high. But they're not rare. They're in demand. So Run Saber, I remember that, but it's been a long time since I played that. That's a cool game. Here's a game that's good and rare.
No, I don't know that. I talk about that though on the podcast. But I think the second one is Crazy Theory.
Metal Storm, yes, and it's about $100. Basically, it's $100. We put it at the going rate's around $100. That's what the membership's free. But this one also comes with. It's kind of cool that I have this. I have the Nintendo Power that comes with it.
Streaming technology, kind of like a Steam Link, not a complete homework.
Well, with the magazine, $100 with the magazine. Really cool that I have the Nintendo Power that correlates with the game. And I'm selling them together, so I'm selling them as like a package. That one's just handy up here. It was right here. You have the mag already. Do I get it? You want to buy it? I'll sell it to you. What's up, Foods? What's up? Yes, I have the power. You're still referencing He-Man. I have the power. I used to love He-Man. I had the big, huge. I had that big, huge plastic castle too. Those things were badass.
Actually, I know all the Black Friday sales. You go.
Do you see? I made the video on how to update the rosters on NFL 2K. So tired of people asking me all the time. I made the video. Twitch is streaming He-Man episodes. Awesome.
We're gonna try to get a game in today.
You don't have a real NES. You should get a real NES. I know you're a little low on cash at the moment. Just completely understandable. But you have a. Do you have a Super Nintendo? You said you have a Super Nintendo. Krell, you could get one of these. You have a Super Nintendo, right? If you have a Super Nintendo, if you get this, you can play Nintendo games on your Super Nintendo. You plug the NES games on top of it. Anything I can help you with?
Just sniffing around real fast.
All right. If you hear me talking up here, I'm not talking to myself. I'm not
Oh.
crazy. I'm streaming online.
Yeah, see, yeah.
So don't think I'm nuts. Some people look at me kind of crazy when I'm up here talking. So
You should see people when you're singing on a Harley.
I bet. Not you riding it today? I was
No.
gonna say it was kind of got wet out there.
Yeah, we came up for the poker, 10,000 poker run, and it's like we live down in Akron,
Oh, okay.
and it's like
Yeah, you would got wet.
gotta stay for Margaritaville, the bike drawing too, and I'm going, I'm not riding back to Akron in the storm that's coming in.
Yeah. You don't want to do that.
Then I seen this place, and I'm like, oh, stop in, check prices.
What kind of stuff you look for?
I normally do more RPGs and
Cool.
like I'll do some of the, if I babysit, I put in the Skylanders and the Lego thing, and
I like I like the Disney one a lot too. My kids do
Yeah.
that.
but of course they play the Lego one. They're missing one of the sets for the ninja thing, and then they're missing that one piece that was limited to the electronic thing and GameStop. And it's like the only way you can get it is pay like $65 online,
It's went up because it's rare. Yeah.
or find a GameStop that still has it.
Yeah.
And that is like good luck.
Hey, what's up, Reptile? PlayStation 2s. I mean, you can find them pretty cheap. I will tell you, I sell them for around $50 all the time when I have them. They are hard for me to get in stock working. The only thing about PlayStation 2s, I wouldn't recommend buying them like randomly online because there's three types of discs you need to check. You need to check CDs, DVDs, and then there's DVD 9. So really, like a game that has a gold bottom is like God of War. Those are like dual layer DVDs, so you want to check those. The regular ones are silver, the regular DVDs, and then old PlayStation games are on CD format. So you really got to check all of those types of formats, or a PlayStation 2 game that's blue on the bottom, that's in a CD format, and it needs to be able to read all of those. So I wouldn't recommend buying one like on a Facebook site or something like that, unless you can test it there. But if you buy it, like if you find one cheap at a Goodwill or something, at least you can bring it back in 3 days if you don't like it. But we sell them for around $50. People online said if you like, someone's trying to tell me to recommend Okami to you. They heard you say you like RPGs. Okami's more of an action game though. It's like an action adventure game. Cool game though. PS Now only works great if you have like top tier internet. Oh, and Curl, the converter works pretty cool, but it works good. But like the way it works is a little weird. You plug it into your system, it's really just using the power from that system, and it has its own audio video out. So you're still got to hook up another AV cord. So you'll have two AV cords coming from your system when you do it. It works good, but for $20, it works great. Yeah, if you know, original PlayStation, about $20-$30. That's a good price. Amazon has I'm only 20 on that, Crow. If you want to get it from me, Crow, it's like $20 and a couple dollars shipping. You're pretty close. It would only be a few bucks to ship it. All my used random systems in there. Gotta get some more Wii's out there.
pulls the picky.
There you go. That's the RP. Good RP.
Plus the eagle teeth.
I didn't know right order. I just noticed that.
Now, is that just
Folded.
not, or, oh, those are
Those are all Game Boy and Game Boy Color and
advanced?
Advanced, and then the Game Boy ones like this. Mostly advanced in there.
Yeah, because I know there's one I'm missing of the Dragon Quest series. And I want to say it's supposed to be the rarest of them.
It's usually the way it is. That's usually the ones you're missing.
Yeah. Oh my God, taking me way too back.
Oh, the old
Back on
system.
that.
Yeah.
You don't have the Odyssey up there, do you? Oh, yeah.
You know what I had earlier too? I just sold, and if somebody in here on stream hears me, they're going to be mad. I had a Vectrex a little while ago. Somebody just bought one off me.
Yeah, I have one.
You like it? Those are cool.
It's something nice to get into, but those controllers were just so brittle.
Yeah, the one we had was perfect, so that's part of the reason the guy bought it. That was the first thing he said, "Can I play it?" Because most of the controllers are bust. I go, "This one's perfect." So
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the screen inlays too.
yeah, the screen was perfect. This one was well kept, but you can. I give you a little tip. If you look it up online, you can hack Genesis controllers to work with it.
Important is
You gotta hack the controller though, but you can use Genesis controllers. You gotta open them up. You gotta do something to the motherboard. You gotta like solder, like put a little like jumper wire somewhere or something, if I remember right. But you can use Genesis controllers on a Vectrex.
That's interesting.
Yeah, just look up Genesis controller on Vectrex and you'll get walkthroughs on how to do it.
Oh my God, B-Guy was open.
Hmm.
It was open.
I guess we will head down to the brewery. Third margarita.
All right, have fun, man. Thanks for stopping in. All right, let me see what I missed. There are PS2 HDMI adapters. There's only 2 buttons though, Carl. You'd get used to it real soon. Can I help you?
Can I get a $10 PlayStation card?
I only have 20s and 25 and 50. I'm out of 10s.
Alright.
Sorry.
Alright.
The 10s, for whatever reason, are hard to keep in stock.
The next one's gonna be weird though because the
Crow, the ones that are blinking, there's either 2 things. You can disable that, but most likely you need a new 72-pin connectors. That's the easiest way. 72-pin connectors are like, you can get them for like $10. It's 2 buttons. Your brain can't just flip the 2 buttons. Come on, man. It would suck for Punch Out, though. I will tell you that. Most of the time, if the things are just blinking, you can just buy these, the 72-pin connectors, which are one of these. Just put these on. This is the part you need to replace on an NES. This is the part, like when you put your cartridge in, the cartridge goes into this, like this, and then it goes down like that, and that's how it reads when it bends down.
I'm doing good, but I'm not.
Yeah, these are easy to replace, like super easy to replace. The only thing I will tell you is when you replace them, like this is one I've bent. When you put it on a when you stick them onto a new one, they're kind of like, it's hard to get the cartridge out. Like it really grips them tight. So I would tell you, like, clean the cartridge with some WD-40, and while it's still a little wet, put it in there, and it'll like loosen these up quite a bit to make the cartridges go in and out better, and it'll actually makes them read better too. It doesn't always need replacement. No, and actually, one thing you can do, it's kind of crazy, but you can take these and you don't want the water. You can throw these in like boiling water for like, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds, and then take them off and make sure you like blow it out and dry it off really good, and it'll get some of that corrosion off of these too. But what happens too, I don't know if you can see these little pins here. Over the years, they'll get squished down, and you can. It's a pain in the ass, but you can actually like bend them back up so they make better connections. But that's where the cartridge goes into right there. Urban, that is actually bad for the cartridges. Do not do that. Do not blow in them. Rubbing alcohol, WD-40 is better than rubbing alcohol. Blowing in the cartridge, it works because you're kind of making the cartridge moist, but the acid in your spit and saliva is in the long run rusting the cartridge. So do not blow in them. But it works in the short run, and I've done it in the past too. I'm telling you guys, I've been working at a game store since 1993. Probably I've been working at a game store longer than most of you guys probably are alive. WD-40 is awesome. If you can get deoxit, that's really good too. WD-40 over rubbing alcohol. Rubbing alcohol is okay. It's not going to hurt it or anything. But WD-40 is great because it not only does it lubricate the contacts. WD stands for water displacement. It's actually all it is fish oil is what WD-40 is, and it actually keeps water off the contacts. So you're kind of like waterproofing. You're not really not waterproofing, but you're preventing water from staying on the contacts. WD-40 is just fish oil. It is not kerosene. It's the greatest thing ever, I swear to God. Jet cleaner. I've never used jet cleaner. Picture me. All right, hold on. I'm gonna. My other store. I gotta close here in a second. Hello. Yeah.
I should have been able to run for this first down. That dude ran me down and got still. I can't get anything going.
Okay. Yeah.
Apparently I'm not a legend, so they can't play a legend without me.
Yeah, I wouldn't go. I'd keep with the new terabyte ones. Hey, I can get some at Sam's, so.
Okay with this. They want to smoke weed if it helps them feel better, or recover better.
Yeah, I would. They'd sell better. Yeah.
Pretty much everybody in the NBA
Mhm.
smokes. The NBA has such a high, like,
Mhm.
if you get caught smoking weed in the NBA,
Yeah.
because you have to smoke like serious amounts of it, because it's such a high amount to get nailed for.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. I gotta go though. I'm gonna close up. All right, bye. Okay, I may be wrong, but this is I just read. I don't know. It's on the internet. It might be wrong. I've always heard it was fish oil, but I just saw it says, contrary to the popular myth, it's not fish oil, but also it does not contain silicone, kerosene, or water or wax. It's like it's a special formula. It's like a secret formula, but it says it's not kerosene. So contact cleaner is really good too, NHS. But we were both wrong. Does not have kerosene. I'm telling you, it works great. I've never ever had an issue. I've been cleaning my cartridges for years and years and years with it.
Put it on lead, official lead. I think I made it too hard. Put it on lead. How the hell did you just get 7 yards? They're not allowed to urban, but like it's really like even if you like test positive, you gotta can't remember how many. It's like so many nanograms you gotta test positive for, but it's really high in the FDA.
Contact cleaner is really good.
To get to be over the limit, you gotta be right. And in the NFL, it's really
Rubbing alcohol is fine. It just I've had better luck with other stuff. No, the can does not say what's in it. There's no. It's like a secret formula. But I do know WD stands for water displacement, so that's good for keeping water off of your cart. And someone, you know what? I thought it was weird. Marker on a PS2 case. Get yourself one of these and some rubbing alcohol. Rubbing alcohol and these sponges, magic erasers. Somebody told me years ago about WD-40. It was actually on a YouTube video. I tried it. It works great. I've been using it ever since. Yeah, well, he was talking about the case, the magic eraser on the case. Like if you're doing the outside of the case, works great on cartridges too. Stickers, I don't know, Reptile, how you would do it. I use a heat gun to get stickers off. I heat them up and slowly peel them off. I got a shrink wrap gun in the back that I use. But just so you know, I do use alcohol too. I got a bunch of rubbing alcohol right here that I do use to clean some stuff. No, you can't.